Welcome back to On Base Live. We are back in beautiful Seattle with JP Crawford. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, man, it's some beautiful weather. This is the first time I've really been in Seattle, and it's beautiful like this. Usually, it's kind of rainy a little bit or it's cold or whatever. It's like this a lot during the summertime?
Summertime, yeah, man. You can't beat it. It gets dark at like 10 o'clock, bro. It's
really?
crazy. It's nice, yeah.
So what is there to do here in Seattle, like, really? Because I've never, I mean, other than the All-Star game, I got to walk around a little bit, but.
Did you go to Pike's Place?
I mean, I've been there once, and I seen them throw the fish. Me and the wife, we went walk, seen them throw the fish. But outside of that, I don't know what else there is to really do.
Man, well, I'm all the way in the boondocks. I live in Woodinville, and that's like 30 minutes north in the middle of nowhere. So I don't really do much. But if you want to go downtown, just Pike's Place, I think.
That's it.
That's all I've
Just
been
Pike's Place. All right. Well, I know there's some good restaurants here. So, anyways, you won a Gold Glove before, and you won the Heart and Hustle this year. Heart and Hustle Award this year. What does that mean? Like, I don't even know what the Heart and Hustle. I mean, I know it's an award, but what is it that you did to win?
Man, just, leading my team, I think, just play hard every day and, just play every game like it's your last and, have that energy every day. And I think that's why I won it.
Is that kind of like your motto? Like that's kind of how you play by, is like leading your team with energy, leading with being obviously by example and those type of things. That's kind of like your MO?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to be that rah-rah guy, but, I'm going to lead how I play, how I hustle, and, yeah, lead by that because I'm not going to go chew you out for something.
Right. We're all trying.
Right, exactly. We all get it. And so, yeah, just lead by example and just play hard, and, the rest will take care of itself.
And that's how you win a Heart and Hustle Award. So I don't know if I've ever won one. I want to win one. I don't know what I'll do differently, but we'll see.
That's crazy.
No. So before we get all into the show, we play a game called On Base, Off Base. And I want to hear from you. You know what on base, off base is, right?
You need to re-enlighten me, please?
So it's whether you're in or out. Like, you're in on this, you're out on it. Right?
All right.
On base, off base. So, team fantasy football leagues.
On base.
Tell me, are you in a league?
Oh, I'm in a couple. I got 4.
4 leagues. The Mariners have a league?
Yeah, we have a league here, and then I got a family league with my wife and her family, and I got 2 friend leagues.
So, which league do you feel like you have the best team?
I would say my team league here.
With the Mariners. Okay, so who was your first overall pick?
I went Tony Pollard and then Patrick Mahomes. And I think it messed everyone's draft order up.
Yeah, I think so.
I took Mahomes and I had the 12th pick, then we did a little snake draft. So I took them back to back, and I think it threw everyone off.
But
I liked it.
Have you won in the first couple weeks?
Yeah, I mean, there's only been 1 game so far, and that's the only league I won.
Oh, I thought there's been 2. Doesn't matter.
It started Thursday night, but we got to wait till Sunday to, have it all play out.
You're right. Okay, so what's y'all's buy-in for the league?
3 Gs.
3. Nice.
So, I mean, that's the only league I'm really caring about at this point.
All right, so what about this? On base, off base. Having an entire rack dedicated for the opposing team when they come into play against you guys.
Entire rack
of clothes, I'm sorry. In the players and the team store.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
man.
In the team store.
No, off base.
You're off. Why are you off base on that, bro?
This is our stadium. Why do you want someone else's gear at our stadium?
Because what if somebody from L.A. moved to Seattle?
Well, get your stuff from L.A. and then bring it with you. No, this is our place. Man,
you don't think it grows the game? It doesn't grow. You don't think it helps grow the game or anything?
It might.
But you ain't worried about it.
I ain't worried about that. Yeah. I'm worried about our fans having our clothes, not our opposing teams that we're playing.
Okay, so JP is off base. Guys, you will not see my jersey today at T-Mobile Stadium. So, okay, what about on base, off base? Aliens are real.
On base.
No.
Come on. Oh yeah. I'm
Okay,
on
tell
base.
me your theory. Let's hear
I'm
about
a
it.
big conspiracist like that.
Okay, so let's hear why your conspiracy theory on why you believe aliens are real.
Okay. We're just a tiny speck in the big universe.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way we're the only thing out here. That's like taking a spoon, taking it in the ocean, looking at the spoon with the water in it, being like, oh, there's no fish in here. Aliens are real, man.
Okay. So have you seen, like, what have you seen that would make you say that?
I got a story from out here. I think it was in 21. We were living on Mercer Island right here. And one night, my wife had some of her friends over too. So I got witnesses on this.
Okay.
We're outside. I was grilling out. And then to like the corner of the
What
other
were you
side,
cooking on the grill?
steaks.
Steaks. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
ribeyes.
cool.
Phenomenal.
Okay. All right.
And then we're seeing this thing. It's like a disc, but there's no lights in it. Whatever.
A disc but no lights.
It's like like a
You're looking
cigar.
in the sky.
Looking in the sky.
Okay.
And like all of a sudden, a couple seconds later, it's already like above us almost. And we're like, oh shoot. Like, babe, go grab your camera. This ain't a plane. And then so she grabbed her like camera. It wouldn't focus on it, nothing.
It wouldn't focus
It
on
wouldn't
it,
focus on it.
but you could see it.
But you could see it clear, like clear. And then all of a sudden it was gone, like 30 seconds later. Just gone. And then I followed this alien page on Instagram. Same thing. They said we were visited last night by this UFO. Same, like how it looked. It was the same. I went crazy, let me tell you.
So, are you sure it just wasn't a regular plane or nothing?
Nah, it was too far up there. And there were no like blinking lights or nothing. No wings, no nothing.
It wasn't a shooting star or nothing.
Nope. You see some stuff up here, let me tell you. You'll see
So
some stuff
in
up
Seattle, this is where the aliens are in Seattle.
here. I wouldn't say where they are, but I mean, where I live, it's so dark. You can see the sky, and we go like look at the stars all the time at night, and you can just see some stuff. It's cool.
Do you know like where the Big Dipper and all that stuff is too?
And Orion's
You
belt and
see
all
all
that.
that? See? I don't know where none of that is. Okay, so what about this? On base, off base. It's rude to order a frappuccino in the morning.
Off base? I mean, why would it be rude?
I don't know.
If people like a frappuccino, get yourself
You
a
want-
frappuccino.
Isn't the frappuccino with all the whipped cream and stuff on top?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you were a coffee guy because we're in Seattle and Starbucks and all that stuff.
Yeah, I just get a cold brew. I don't.
So you're a cold guy.
Cold brew guy.
What's your? So you go to Starbucks. Do you go on the road too?
Yeah.
So you got a card and everything. You probably got the app and everything on
I
your
got
phone.
a nice gift card from him. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
It's
the
nice.
app. So because Freddie's like that. He got the app on his phone.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows where all the Starbucks are.
That's me and Ty France.
Okay. So all right.
Big
So
coffee
when you
guys.
go and you order, what's your order?
Well, it's pumpkin spice season now, so I'm getting a pumpkin cold brew. But if it's not this season, I'm getting a sweet cream cold brew.
Sweet cream cold brew.
Like 2 shots of espresso in there.
And now that it's getting the fall time, you go to pumpkin spice.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there one in the wintertime? Is there like a
Not just the pumpkin one
okay,
still.
just the pumpkin spice?
Mm-hmm. Have you had that before?
No, I don't
You gotta
drink
try it.
coffee.
Oh,
I don't
what?
drink caffeine actually. I don't drink caffeine.
How do you get ready for the day?
So
Like, what?
my theory is if I can't wake up to play a big league game, then there's something wrong with you. Now, this is not for everyone. This is just for me.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I am yawning and sleepy a lot during the game. But when when we get on the field, you wake up, and whatnot. But I'm a big napper. I take naps all the time. So if I don't get a nap I just thug it, I just thug it.
I think it will just help the cause a little bit.
I think
That's
it would too. I truly think it would too. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. All right.
All right. So getting the ball now. Service said that you're kind of like the QB of the Mariners, right? And so what does that mean to you?
It means just like I'm the captain of the infield. I'm the captain on the field. I feel like everyone looks to me, and I take that. I don't take that for granted.
Yeah. So how does that make you feel? Like because not that long ago, we kind of came up around the same time. I was a little bit before you, but not that long ago, you were the young guy, and now you're the QB. So like, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel special, man. Honored, to be honest, because they trust me in handling everything, and
Yep.
I think that means a lot.
Nice. Okay, so if you're the QB, right? Who is your number one wide receiver?
Man, oh God, I gotta say Julio.
You
He's
gotta
like
go
a
Julio,
mini
right?
DK right
Yeah, you
there.
gotta
For
go
sure,
Julio.
you gotta go.
Gotta go Julio. Okay, who's your running back?
I think I gotta go JK. I think I gotta go Kellenick right here. Fast,
Yep.
big.
He'll run. He'll look like he'll run through somebody.
Exactly. So,
Okay, so you got Julio, J.K. Kellenick, Mr. Kellenick. Okay, so who would be your D end? A D end.
DN.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna go Gino.
Gino, D end
Gino,
coming off
sneaky,
the
sneaky right there.
All
I can
right.
see him getting into some havoc right there.
Okay, so this is the most important position,
Uh-oh.
arguably. Who's your kicker?
Dang. That could have been Gino, because Gino's got a boot.
He gone though.
I know he gone. Dang. Sorry, Gino. I've only seen him kick a football. But all right, we gotta go with kicker.
And it's got to be someone you rely on that you know when it's crunch time, because there's 2 seconds left. I need you to kick this field goal through here.
I'm gonna go Teo. Going Teo. He's gonna do it.
All right. All right. Okay, so getting this year, bro, a little bit about this year. You've increased your power. You're driving the ball a little more. How have you feel like you've done that? And first we'll say, how have you feel like you've done that? Like what mechanical changes or mindset was it that has helped you?
I think it was just all the training I did in the off season. I went down the drive line and, finally had a plan.
Yep.
And working and, just actually working on increasing bat speed and just having a plan going into the off season, knowing about just how to get better, I think really helped me this year. And, when you start hitting for power and, stop hitting ground balls and hitting doubles, now, the confidence goes up and,
Right.
every day you're like, okay, I'm gonna get you. Don't matter who's on the mound.
Once you get that confidence, like, I know I'm going to get you. It's just a matter of when and not a matter of if.
Exactly.
That's a good feeling.
It's great.
That's a great feeling. So, are there any outside of just the bat speed training? Because that's not really like a mechanical thing. Like, are there any mechanical things that you have done that you mind sharing that you don't have to share if you don't want to?
I think just for me, I lowered my hands a little bit and it made me shorter to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was putting myself in a bad spot to fire from earlier, like with my lower half too. And, I just wanted to get more in the ground and stay there, stop leaking out in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these things have they been hard to manage throughout the season because you've done a bat speed training? Because I'm asking because for me, I've done the bat speed training with Driveline as well, and sometimes it just gets hard to manage because it's a different routine. And this is kind of my first year doing a different routine. Granted, it's worked, right? But it's kind of hard to remember all the things and change your time. Change what you're doing in the weight room and all those type of things. And so, how has it been managing all those new things?
It's been good. I just took a couple of key things that really helped me and helped my swing, like with my load and some of the drills. I took those. I do like 2 or 3 every day. some days if I'm feeling really like sluggish or slow, I'll pick up the weight training bats and then
Or you just get some caffeine.
no, I have caffeine every day.
All right. All right.
That's not the issue right there. And yeah, the routine pretty much has stayed the same.
Okay, so
Just
a lot of been good, good, good. So you guys are, and as I talked to Julio yesterday, you guys are right on the postseason, the brink of postseason. How is it? How is it playing? For a postseason spot every year, like that's got to be fun, right? I mean, especially being here. It was packed. It was packed yesterday, and the other times I've been, it hasn't been that packed, and so it seems fun. And I want to hear it from you.
yeah, these games mean everything. They're so fun, and this is what baseball is all about, man. The sold out crowds and just every pitch matters.
Mm-hmm.
There's no better baseball than that. So if you don't find a joy in that, you're in the wrong sport.
And then you guys played didn't y'all play a long game, last year or a couple years ago? A long postseason game. I want to say this was we both been, 18 inning games. I'm sorry. How long was yours? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think ours was 18 too.
How long was the game? Do you remember?
Probably like 5 hours, something like
Let's look
that.
it up and see. Let's look at my handy dandy notebook. Okay, y'all's was 6 hours. After a 6 hour game, what did you do?
I think I just sat in my locker for a little bit.
That's all you can do, right?
That's all you can do.
I remember playing. We played a 7 hour game in 2018 against the Dodgers in the World Series, and you just sit there.
Sit there, you're mad. Honestly, I had a beer and just tried to calm down a little bit.
Did your caffeine wear off after 18 innings?
Yeah, it did.
So what did you use for your source of energy at that point, or were you just like, I'm just tired. It is what it is.
Nah, Red Bull.
Oh, Red,
Sugar free though.
You
had to keep it going. Throttling.
Mom didn't raise no quitter at all. All right, so at what point this season, though? I mean, I guess in the last couple years, really, but this season especially, did you realize, all right, this team, we got a really good ball club. We really can make this happen. Because obviously you go into spring training and everybody says like, oh no, we're good, we're here to win, we're here to win. But not every team knows like, okay, we really can't. We're not ready yet, or whatever it is, right? At what point this year did you know like, nah, we're really good and we can really make a run at this?
I would say in the beginning, man, it was just we were losing games, but it was just that one hit that, we didn't get, that one clutch hit. And we were losing a bunch of games, but it was just a matter of when we're going to just come out of this and break out. And in the summer, we finally had that. We got a little streak going, and that's when I knew, like, okay, yeah, we got a chance here. Let's go. Like,
you guys seem like really close-knit, too. Like, do you guys, like, get to hang out much off the field or do things at the hotel, play video games? What is it that you guys – because you guys seem – from the outside looking in, it seems like you guys are pretty close.
Yeah, man, we have a good time. I think we have one of the best clubhouses around. We have so much fun. I don't know, man. We just got the good vibes. We hang out at the field.
Yep.
We'll go get dinner, especially if we have an off day. We're going to grab dinner for sure.
Yeah, all those times, y'all just find little ways to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
Typical stuff. All right, so let's get into JP. You're from LA. Where are you from in LA?
Born in Long Beach, and then once I was like 8 or 9, moved to Lakewood, which is right around the corner.
So, and you played travel ball. What other sports did you play?
I played basketball growing up too, and then once I got to high school, just focused on baseball.
Why did you didn't want to hoop no more?
And the school I was going to, they weren't really that good at hoops. It was more for baseball, and I thought, why just waste my time losing every game instead of just
Right.
getting better at baseball. So
okay, so you never play football or anything?
nah, man, my dad wouldn't let me play Pop Warner or anything growing up, and
He didn't want you to
he
play?
played professional too. Can you get
Well,
that?
yeah, he knew. Yeah, he knew. Okay, so you playing ball, getting to high school, and when did you start getting noticed by scouts?
I'd probably say like my sophomore or junior year. My baseball team was pretty good. We had a first rounder, my best friend the year before me. So, we always had scouts at our games and whatnot. So I would say around then.
And did they make you nervous when they came?
Yeah.
I remember
They
hitting
did.
BP and them being right there watching, and I'm like, man, you feel like you can't mess up and all that, all those type of feelings, and you're in high school. That's kind of hard to deal with, but we did just fine with it. So you're balling, then you get drafted, right? Go to the Phillies. How did you feel when you got drafted? Tell me about the day you got drafted.
Man, it was unforgettable. I was in New York. My family came with me and some of my friends, and just hearing my name, kind of just stood there like, okay, like, dang, is this real right now?
Mm-hmm.
And then put on the jersey, and life changed after that real quick.
Did y'all go to dinner right afterwards?
To be honest, I don't remember what we did.
What did you buy? The first thing you bought?
I bought a car down when I was in Florida,
What kind of car?
a Camaro, just the regular V6 one though.
And no jewelry or anything after that? Just the car?
Just the car.
Did you get your folks anything? No, nothing.
Gave him a hug.
All right, that works too. Okay, so you're going through the minor leagues with the Phillies, and you debuted with the Phillies, right?
Yes.
That's a tough market to be in. Can you tell me the difference between just the markets in between, like being somewhere like Philly and then being somewhere like Seattle?
It's a lot more laid back here. I think the fans over there they care a lot. They're passionate about everything. But if you don't do your job, they're gonna let you know about it for sure. So yeah, it was hard.
And so, being there, and you were a top prospect coming up, and you're in Philly now that you said like they're gonna let you know, right? So there's a lot of high expectations for you. How do you feel like that played a part in your time in Philly?
Yeah, like every at bat, I was trying to get 3 hits in one
Yeah.
at bat, because you're the top guy. You have to do everything at all times. And luck didn't turn my way or didn't go my way,
And it kind of snowballs after that too, because like you get that negative thing that didn't go your way, and then another one happens, and then it just gets more and more, and those negative thoughts get in your head.
Exactly. And then you just add injuries to that too, and it's just a spiral.
So, but then you got a new beginning, right? You get traded. How was it when you got traded? It may sound bad, but whatever. Was it kind of like a sigh of relief, like, all right, I can go somewhere and go be myself?
Yeah, it was the biggest sigh of relief, to be honest. I needed a fresh start, man, and coming over here to the West Coast, it was big for me. It's more my style type of baseball. Everyone's more chill, like me, laid back, and I get to go home. Oh man, it was amazing.
And are you here? I ain't really trying to tell everybody where your whereabouts are, but do you spend like a lot of time here? Where do you go back to LA? What do you do? Where do you move around in the off season?
Yeah, so me and my wife just bought a house out here last year, right after we signed our deal.
So it's cold here, ain't it?
Yeah.
You don't care?
Nah, it was honestly phenomenal. We got snowed in a couple of days this winter. And that was like our first experience with snow. We ain't never seen snow like that. So we had the time of our lives. It was awesome.
So you enjoyed being snowed in?
I enjoy it, yeah. If it's a reason not to leave my house, I'm all for it.
I can't do that. Okay, I'm the opposite, man. I'm trying to get up out the house. Being in LA, the weather's beautiful. I don't have to worry about that. I know I can just get up and go whenever I know I want to. But I guess being snowed in that's probably super cool too, especially with the wife. And
it's a new experience.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah. All right. So, and then your last name's Crawford, and there's another Crawford that you are cousins with, that you're family with. Tell me about that. Like, how did y'all find out? Carl Crawford is the other one, played with the Dodgers and the Red Sox. How did y'all find out y'all were cousins, or did he know? Did he know before?
So his brother Corey reached out to me. I remember I was at Wingstop one day, and I got a text from him saying like, "Hey, what up, fam? This is Carl Crawford's brother Corey." I'm like, "Oh, what up, fam?" Like,
This is fam, like as in fam, like a term and endearment, like not actual fam. You did he? Y'all didn't.
yeah, I
You
think
didn't know at the time.
yeah, we didn't know at the
Okay,
time,
okay.
and yeah, then when he was playing with LA, he invited me and my family out there, and then we met and everything. And
But how did you find? When did you find out that y'all were cousins? Oh, you still don't know?
no, we're definitely fam. It's just like my dad told me one day that like we're distant cousins.
Oh, distant
Yeah,
cousins. Oh, yeah. So like we're talking 4 or 5 times removed or something.
yeah, not like.
Oh,
Hmm.
so y'all just that's my cousin type. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right, cool. Well, it's still cool though. It
yeah,
runs in the fam.
for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? It runs in the fam. So, and there is I became friends with another guy from here, Isaiah Thomas. You cool with him?
Yeah, when
Tell me
I
about your relationship with him.
well, I just met him when I was concussed. I was rehabbing here, and
Mm.
then when the team was on the road, he came in and was rehabbing at T-Mobile too, and just started hanging out with him right there.
He's super cool, man. He's a super good dude. When I got to meet him when I was in Boston with him, and hearing his story and then seeing all his success on the field or I'm sorry, on the court was like inspiring, man. Especially being, his size and all that he did and all the things that he had to go through. How has he ever talked about any of that stuff with you?
No, we never really gotten that in depth of a conversation, but yeah, he was a cold-blooded killer. Still is, like you said, to average all those points that one year and
Yeah.
just the like his size in the NBA, their avatars out there, man, they're huge,
And
man.
he's doing all that.
Exactly.
So tell me, do you have any life lessons that you have learned through baseball that you have now applied to your life? I've been wanting to ask someone this because I can tell you one for me. And mine is like being able to accept whatever it is that comes and move on from it. So like negative things are always coming, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what the pitcher's throwing at you. You don't know what's about to happen, right? But being able to kind of take things, accept it, and move on from it. And I feel like that, me, when I apply that to life, because people are going to say stuff, do stuff, whatever it is. You just kind of accept people for who they are
For sure.
and you move on from it. So tell me a life lesson that you have learned.
Um, I would say I learned one this year, to be honest. Just like life's full circle, man. So it's this game, You're gonna have the highs, you're gonna have the lows, but once you learn how to ride them both, just ride that wave and just don't get too high, don't get too low. Just kind of just ride it out.
And how do you do that? What do you do in your mind? What do you tell yourself in order to do that?
Just stay right there, just breathe and just everything's like you said, everything's gonna be okay. Just accept the fact that you're either gonna do it or you're not.
Right.
Only two
There's
choices.
only two options.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying? And so in either way, life is going to continue afterwards.
exactly. So you can either learn from it or you can go about how you want it, but you can either take a lesson out of it or
Hmm.
let it affect you even more.
So in using that theory or whatever you want to call it, I was talking to Julio yesterday here, and I was kind of telling him, explaining to him like, you know, him being who he is, the pressures that come along with it, and you as well. And so I kind of use those theories in life to kind of get me through the pressures that I have being in LA. And so for you, I was telling him yesterday, like, he's going to have to play well. You're going to have to play well, especially for the boys to win. I think you know that, you know? And so what is it that you do to deal with that pressure? Outside of thinking, obviously we have the theory, right? But is there anything else that you do outside of that theory that help you deal with that pressure? Because it becomes a lot, especially if there's been a game or two that you haven't played well, that we may have lost by one, that you know you could have affected. You know what I'm saying? Especially late now. You need to win. You guys need to win, right? And so what is it that you do?
Just tell myself, man, just be him, honestly.
Just be him.
I swear that's all I'm thinking. Keep all that negative stuff out of there. And I think my teammates, we do a good job of picking each other up and like letting you know, like, hey man, you got this. Like, let's go, do this. Like, do it. Let's go. Like, someone be the freaking hero here. Like, bottom of the ninth, someone do it.
Too.
Exactly. Someone do it.
And I think us being cheerleaders, I'm not a vocal guy. You're probably more vocal than I am, but I don't think you're a big vocal guy either. I don't get on I'm not on the bench cheering this, that, and the other. But I really feel like I need to start doing that. And the reason being is because as one of the leaders of our team, you as well, I think some other people look to us for support and those, because they support us, right? They support us. They're cheering top step for us. And so, I really feel, and I'm just thinking about this right now. Like, I really feel like I should start being a little more vocal, cheering those guys on a little more, because they do it for us, and they're looking for, just like we look for their support. They're looking for our support.
Exactly. Once they hear that, they're like, yeah, let's go.
I think we should start doing that.
Let's do it.
What do you think?
You're gonna hear me tonight.
All right, I'm gonna make sure you
playing second tonight.
Yeah.
Watch, you're gonna hear me.
All right, I'm gonna be looking. Watch. I'm gonna be looking for you.
I gotta top step next to Bone. Watch.
All right, I'm gonna be looking for you. I gotta put a towel on my head because I need to cut my hair. My bald spot be showing. I have people taking pictures of my bald spot. I ain't got time for that.
That ain't it.
That's not it. So, anyways, how is it being around like Ichiro and people like that they come around? Griffey's come around. I don't even know all the other people in Seattle, but like how is it when those people come around? Do you learn from them?
Man, when I first got over here, seeing Ichiro, I was kind of starstruck.
Really?
Yeah, and that guy till this day does more than probably our whole team combined.
Really?
He still does.
How often is he out there often?
He's there every day.
Wow.
Full uni, still does his full routine. He's out there shagging, hitting in the cage, long tossing with Julio every day, like making throws to second and stuff. Full routine. It is incredible. He can still play right now.
He can still play right now.
Yes.
So he hits BP with you guys?
He hits in the cage. I'm pretty sure if he was allowed, or if he wanted to, he could. I would love to see that.
Does he throw you guys BP?
He does in spring sometimes. But he be throwing cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, his
arm,
arm
exactly.
Yeah,
he be whipping.
He probably doesn't even think about it, and it just happens. So when Griffey comes around, do you get to talk to him?
Yeah, for sure.
What is something that he's taught you? Because I had him in the WBC, and hitting wise, like physical wise, he didn't say a whole lot, but the mind, that info that I got, that's irreplaceable. And I can't. I mean, some of the stuff he was saying, I can't. I mean, I'm not him. I can't do the same stuff as him, right? But the way what he was thinking about, I can kind of I drew a parallel and put it into my own terms. So tell me something that he's learned from you.
Just the confidence, just how he walks around with all that swag and just no one's better than me type stuff. I think that's what I like most about him, for sure.
And is that why you tell yourself, I'm him? That's why you got to be him.
Yeah.
That's where the confidence and stuff has to come from.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
For sure.
So tell me some more about your family too, bro, because I know your folks, well, you say your pops played. in the CFL though, right?
Yeah, the CFL.
How did you ever go to any of his games, or was that before you can remember, or what was that?
Yeah, no, none of us were born
Oh,
yet.
you weren't born yet. Okay, okay.
So never got to see any of that.
So you don't even know if have you watched film or anything?
Man, he just got inducted into the Hall of Fame
Oh,
up there
okay.
yesterday, to be honest.
You don't have to watch
So,
no film.
I mean, I guess that pretty much proves his case right there.
Yeah. Okay. So Pops is in the Hall of Fame, the Canadian Football
Mhm.
League Hall of Fame. Mom's played who, right?
She played basketball and volleyball in high school.
Basketball and volleyball.
Uh-huh.
So was she hurt when you decided not to play basketball anymore?
No, she wasn't. I think they all knew that baseball was the sport for me.
That was it. And you have a sister, right?
Yeah, I got two.
Two sisters.
I got an older one.
Yep.
She's 3 years older. She played softball. She graduated from Fullerton. And then the little one, she played volleyball, and she just graduated from Fullerton as well.
So y'all athletes.
Yeah.
And this is so if all your immediate family is athletes, and your fifth cousin removed is a professional athlete, where else we got athletes in here? I mean, you gotta tell me about this.
Yeah, I mean,
They're everywhere.
Pretty athletic family, yeah.
So do y'all, when y'all go to family reunions, do y'all have like sports? Like y'all go play flag football or go hoop or something?
Man, we never really had time to go to those because those were always in the summer and we were always playing and stuff. And they're all from Florida and Atlanta, so it was really hard for us to get out there.
So not even in the off season, they won't move it around in the off season. My family won't either.
Yeah.
I missed every family reunion.
It's sad, ain't it?
Yeah. Damn. And there's nothing we can do about it though.
Nada.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I want you to tell me something about you. Like something about you that people don't know that you would like for people to know. Because this is my time to get to know people. Because me and you have never really gotten to talk. Like we've known each other, but we've never really gotten to talk. And I want to hear something about you.
Sure.
Tell me something about JP.
Man, I'm really easygoing. I don't like to leave my house. I like the garden. That's what people don't really know.
You got a green thumb.
I got a green thumb.
So okay, so tell me about your favorite thing that you've grown.
Shoot, right now, probably some banana peppers that I got in my backyard right now.
And do you put them on pizza?
Yeah, I put them on pretty much everything.
Everything.
And you season them up, put a little salt and pepper on them, just fry them up a little bit, eat it like that.
So how often do you garden? Like is this an all year thing, even in the wintertime? I guess you can't really garden in the wintertime, but
here the plants, the like vegetables and stuff will die, but we have flowers and stuff we'll put up in a tent that we have upstairs, and just keep it up there. And once it gets warm again, bring them back down.
Gardener is your wife?
Yeah.
She enjoys this.
She loves it too.
Do you have any kids?
Not yet. Nah.
Are you? How many kids do you want?
As many as we could get, to be honest. Probably like 3 or 4.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely lying. Probably like 3 or 4.
3 or 4 kids. So do you know how many 3 or 4 is? Because without actually having a kid and then saying 3 or 4, whew.
I think I'll be all right. I'm more like a kid myself, so I think I can handle it. Saying that right now with no kids, though, we could check back up in a couple of years.
Yeah. Let me know. What's your wife's name?
Kathy.
Is Kathy going to be there tonight?
Yes, she is.
I may need to holler at her and say, hey, JP talking about 3 or 4 kids. I want to know if she talking about 3 or 4 kids. Because if y'all doing it, if she talking about both of y'all doing it together, want 3 or 4 together, then that's one thing. But if you want 3 or 4 and she want a couple, then yeah, we're gonna see how that go. You ever played an Immaculate Grid, bro?
The baseball thing, I see him. Mike Cameron, I always see his Twitter, and he'll always be doing them, but I haven't.
You've never done one? And I've only done it on the show, and we are very unsuccessful on the show. We've had maybe 1 or 2 shows that we've done decent, but we were very, very unsuccessful during the show. Did you see the Red Sox? They actually, during a rain delay, put an Immaculate Grid on the scoreboard.
Oh, they did.
I don't know. Yeah, it was actually super cool. Look, they did it. I know.
Oh wow.
All right, so tell me,
That's tough.
and that was during a rain delay. So what do you do during a rain delay? What would you do during a rain delay?
I'm just chilling.
You don't
honestly,
do you
just
don't do
sitting
you
there.
play cards? You don't
I'm probably
really.
nah.
So
Not
Jay,
during a rain delay. Nah, not during a rain delay.
well, you just sit and wait,
Sitting, chilling.
sit and chill.
Mm-hmm.
So what if they say, okay, we'll know in an hour? Then what are you doing?
Probably gonna go lay down. Honestly,
Take a
find
nap.
a find a place to lay down for sure.
So you're not a card guy or nothing, not a
Um,
game guy like I don't know, dice or whatever,
nah.
poker.
I'll play blackjack, but that's about it.
So you really just be chilling,
Big chilling,
just chilling.
chilling.
All right. So can we put up an Immaculate Grid, please? Because we're gonna play it. And
no.
based off, do you know much about baseball? Like, because I don't. Like, I really don't know a whole lot about baseball. Even though I play it, I don't know a whole lot. And this has taught me some things. Do you know a whole lot about baseball? So that means we're not about to do very good. All right,
We'll see.
All right, 200 plus hit seasons and 30-30.
Ain't no like clues or anything.
Nah, that's it. 200 hit seasons and 30-30. What?
I got
Barry
this.
Bonds?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean,
good guess.
I feel like Barry Bonds would be the top 3. But I don't know. I don't know if he ever had 200 hits. Yeah, he may not have. They may not. Dang. So we lost already.
Oh, you what? You getting a certain amount of guesses?
8 on the right.
Oh shoot.
200 hit seasons. That was 30-30.
What about the Gold
I don't
Glove
know.
one?
I don't even
200
know a
plus.
40 homer.
What about that second one? Yeah, that one. D. Gordon.
We can try it. D.
Or try Strange Gordon.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
Ooh, 0.3.
My bad. Thanks, D.
Golly, you cold. Okay.
It's big bro right there.
3,000 hits and had a 200 hit season. I mean,
Miggy.
yeah,
Gotta go
Ichiro. I
Miggy.
mean,
Miggy or Ichi for sure.
we'll go with your boy.
Who you got?
Ichiro.
Solid. Oh yeah.
Okay. 40 homer, 3,000 hits. Pujols.
Ooh.
Definitely Pujols.
Yeah. Solid.
40 homer Gold Glove. You think Griffey?
Ooh. Might be a solid one. You say you don't know nothing about baseball, but you're answering these before I can even think about it.
I don't know if Griffey. We go.
Oh yeah, junior.
All right. I mean, Gold Glove, 100 RBIs. That could be. I mean, I've done that.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see. I think. Hello.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I made it.
There it is.
100 RBIs and 3,000 hits. Miggy?
I got top left. My bad. The 200 hits, the 30 homers, 30 stolen bases. Acuna, right? That one?
I don't know if he has 200 hits, but
Yeah.
Does he have 200 hits?
He did
There you
yesterday. I heard a couple days ago, something like that.
He killing that. All right.
Let's go.
But bottom right, what about Miggy Cabrera, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Definitely got to go to GOAT right there.
Dang. Okay. Dang, I messed it up. 40 homer. What? A 40-30 season?
40-30.
And 100 RBIs with 30-30? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm trying to think. 100 RBIs with 30-30?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Someone was eating
That's
right
a
there.
lot. I don't know who's done 40-30.
I don't know who's getting 100 ribbies with that, though. Won twice.
I
Either,
mean,
huh?
Barry. I mean, it's got to be Barry Bonds.
Right. It has to be.
That's the only. That's the only. That's the only.
It's a valid guess right
You know
there.
what I'm
Let's do
saying?
it. We got to send it.
I think let's try it one more time.
And
In
which
the
one,
middle,
though?
the
Yeah.
40, the 40.
40.
Who was the top right? Can we
Man.
check? Can we see who the top? Of course,
Oh,
he was only Barry Bonds too. He never got 200. He might even. How did he never get 200 hits? He has 70
kid
homers.
getting walked too much.
Yeah, I guess so. Before we get to the fan questions, do you feel like you are helping with the culture of baseball and changing that? Do you, not you are helping. Do you feel like we are doing our job with it? Should I say, as black men?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Every year, me, Dominic Smith, we have our little Baseball Generations Foundation, and we do a showcase every November, and just trying to give a way to give back. And we started this tournament or the showcase about like 5, 6 years ago, maybe, and just grown over time. We get scouts going there now, and we had a couple first rounders and a bunch of D1 guys.
That's really good.
So,
That's really cool, man.
yeah, I think so. I think we're doing our part for sure.
And what about? I was talking to Julio yesterday about like celebrations in baseball, and I want to hear your take on it.
I love it.
You love it.
The game needs to grow. Game needs to be fun. In football and basketball, they're turning up after they score and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And I was explaining, like, man, it's hard. This game has gotten so hard.
Exactly.
And so we really need to celebrate
success.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the other person.
Yeah, we're not showing anyone up. No. Like, we did our job. Let us be happy about it.
Just like when you do your job.
Exactly.
You should be happy about
exactly.
it. Right.
You're striking us out. You're going crazy. Why can't we do something?
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, and do you enjoy when the fans? Because when we do our little Freddie thing, our little dance thing, and the fans do it, I think it's super, super dope. So, what is y'all's hit sign or whatever that? Do y'all have one?
Yeah.
I know Canzone, doesn't he do like the Italian thing? I think that's cool. That's cool.
I do the little arrow thing. After Adesanya won that fight, man, it just fired me up.
Oh, really?
So then we kind of started that, and then we do like a little, whatever you call that.
Yeah, just a
little celebration.
Nice.
Yeah. But
All right.
I really like the arrow one for sure.
The arrow. That's. All right, so here you go. You burn sage in the clubhouse. Tell me about that. Burning sage in the clubhouse. Is that the bad juju?
Yeah, just got to get them bad vibes out. Lose a couple games. You just feel the energy starting to go down. Everyone's a little down. Just, man, get that crap out of here.
Like, and you just take how many what is it called? Is
it's like one piece fat of little thing, yeah.
Piece of sage? It's a piece of sage.
It's like little sticks. They
and then you just.
I walk around the whole clubhouse with it, every corner, because you got to get the corners.
Oh, the
corners. I don't know if a lot of people know that. No. Yeah.
So like you got to make sure you get the corners.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I walk around the whole thing, the kitchen, batting cage, especially the batting cage. You got to get the hits back. Mm-hmm. Go in the gym, training room, everywhere.
Do you have any other little? Is that a superstition? What is that?
I wouldn't call it superstition.
I don't know. What do you call that?
I don't know, like a cleanse.
Do you have any other? Do you have any other cleanses or whatever anything else you do like that?
Nah.
Do you do your house like that?
We do.
You do the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you walk through the house, and this is if y'all argue.
Nah, just
cause.
Just cause, yeah, you just feel it. I don't know. Just feel some bad stuff.
So if y'all argue, but when y'all argue, you don't take sage and go around. It seems like that would be the right time.
Yeah, I might have to try that out next time. Might say one or two. You know what I mean?
Work. All right. So next question: you've played in the NL and the AL. What's your favorite stadium?
Wrigley.
Why?
I ain't gonna lie, man. One time, Jay hit a walk-off grand slam there when I was in Philly. I couldn't even hear myself think.
Really?
And everything was vibrating, bro. It was one of the coolest feelings I've had on a baseball field. I know I was on another team.
Yeah, but
Probably
still,
sounds
like,
bad,
you
but
still
I
feel
remember
it.
jogging out the field like, damn, this is so freaking cool. Like, this is what the big leagues is supposed to be. Like, it was, yeah.
So every time you go back to Wrigley, you feel that.
I do.
Like that you're gonna never forget. You're never gonna forget that.
I'll never forget that, yeah.
And all right, so what is your least favorite?
I don't think I have a least favorite.
Oh my gosh! Stop
Nah,
that.
not like for real.
There's only one answer to this.
What do you think?
Oakland.
See, I actually love playing at Oakland.
What?
I love playing there. I don't
Now,
know.
the field is good. The field is great.
That's what
the
I'm
field
saying.
Is the field, but just the amenities and all that stuff.
Yeah, but you can see the ball really well there in the box, and the infield plays well. It's like I enjoy
I
playing
think
there.
because you were in Seattle and you have to play against them, that you have just now turned your brain to the bright side. I'm
Yeah.
not on the bright side.
Exactly.
I'm on the negative side still.
A lot of people are, but you gotta trick your mind sometimes.
So
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
have this is my least favorite place, and this has nothing to do with the fans. It's just a stadium.
Right.
It's a stadium.
No, honestly,
You love going everywhere.
yeah.
So you just love being a big leaguer then? Because I mean, I enjoy going everywhere, but there's some places that it's just like I'm gonna enjoy a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? Oakland is one.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. Okay. So we got another question. Would you rather never be able to drink caffeine again,
Uh-oh.
or never be able to eat desserts?
I'm a big sweet tooth, man.
Oh,
This
you got
is
a big sweet
tough.
Cakes, pies, or like cookies
Everything.
everything. So which one?
Cookies, for
No,
sure.
no coffee.
I'm gonna go no desserts, man. I don't think I'll be able to function without caffeine, to be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
So is caffeine a drug?
A good one.
It's a good drug.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it gets me wired for the day, so
Okay. So caffeine is a good drug. So that means I need to get on it then.
I would say so.
It get me ready to go.
Get you wired.
Okay. So my bad yesterday, man, when I got the second and I told you, I didn't want to talk to you. It was no disrespect.
Man, I know that was messed up, man.
I know. I think when I said it, I didn't
Man.
give you any context. And I apologize for that. I apologize.
It's okay, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I wanted to rap with you today. So, but anyways, bro, like I ended with Julio yesterday. You guys are super fun to watch, man. You guys are super fun to watch. And embrace the pressure that's coming, for these last 2 weeks. Because, a lot's going to fall on you, Julio, everybody, though. Everybody has to pitch well, play defense well, all those other things. But, it's going to start with you, Julio, a couple other guys. And it's also going to start with you being that rah-rah cheerleader, too.
Watch it today. I'm on.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's
I'm looking
go.
forward to it. So, for those Mariners fans that are coming to the game tonight, bring you some pom-poms, throw them over the net because JP will need them during the game today. We will see you guys later on.
Later, guys.